Hi guys, and with only a few short weeks away until WrestleMania 29, let's talk for a little while about one of the biggest matches on the card thus far. Triple H will put his career on the line against Brock Lesnar in an epic no-holds-barred match. Now, is Triple H stupid for offering to put his career on the line against Brock Lesnar after their last match? Well, I for one am a little bit disappointed that the match is going to be a no-holds-barred match in the first place, because you can guarantee Brock Lesnar is going to use that as an excuse to break out his little UFC moves and whatnot. Whereas Triple H, a grizzled wrestler, is obviously going to be weakened by the fact that Lesnar's using a UFC style, a mixed martial arts style, whereas Triple H is using his tried and tested WWE style that he's done for the last 10-20 years or whatnot. So that's why I'm a little bit disappointed. Of course, I did not like, as you guys know, I did not like their first match that they had last year at SummerSlam. Was it SummerSlam? Either way, I was not impressed with their first match. I thought it was a little bit boring. It could have been a hell of a lot better, let's just say that. So this time around, I was hoping for a more straight wrestling match between the two. And don't get me wrong, I'm not going to jump to conclusions. This is one of the matches that I am looking forward to, because I always say and I always believe, and I always stand by the fact, because there is evidence to back this up, that rematches are often better than the original matches. Now, Brock Lesnar and Triple H obviously know each other a little bit better in the ring this time around, so hopefully they will gel better together, they will have proper in-ring chemistry, and of course, maybe the WWE gave us a sloppy match at SummerSlam last year in order to build up some hype and, you know, make the WrestleMania match look that much better. Because I have faith in both Triple H and Brock Lesnar. I'm a huge Brock Lesnar fan, I always have been, and I've always been a big Triple H fan as well, particularly in the 2002-2003 era, when Brock Lesnar had just came into the WWE. He was on an absolute warpath, epic feuds against the likes of The Rock, The Undertaker, and of course Kurt Angle, whereas Triple H had epic feuds against the likes of, I don't know, Bill Goldberg, Batista, and all these other huge superstars. Both of these men are very important to the WWE. Triple H perhaps more so, but it's obvious that Triple H's career is winding down. And with Triple H putting his career on the line against Brock Lesnar, who has just signed up for a year's contract with the WWE that will see him through to WrestleMania 30, it would be very, very stupid for them to put Triple H over Brock Lesnar, especially when rumours are afoot on wrestling news sites and rumour websites that they are currently working towards another feud between The Rock and Brock Lesnar, the first one in over 10 years. Now, I would love to see The Rock versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship once again, but that all remains to be seen if, of course, Brock Lesnar can retain his fire. Let's face it, Brock Lesnar's WWE comeback has been lacklustre, to say the least. I haven't been impressed. I love it when he comes out and lays waste to everyone. I even enjoyed the fact that he completely decimated the New Age Outlaws on Raw, even though I was very much looking forward to the New Age Outlaws versus the Rhodes Scholars. But oh well, you can't have everything, and at least we got to see a Brock Lesnar squash fest like old school times. Hell yeah. This time around, my friends, I think Brock Lesnar has a lot of potential to be a huge superstar in the WWE like he used to be. I'm a huge Brock Lesnar fan, like I've just said. I'm just not impressed with the way he has been used as of late, since he came back, in fact. He had that match against John Cena, he's had a match against Triple H. What the hell else has Brock Lesnar done? His run thus far has been boring. They need to give us the Brock Lesnar of old. They need to give us the Brock Lesnar that broke Zach Gowen's other leg on a ring post, threw him down some stairs, killed Rey Mysterio back in the day, had epic matches with Kurt Angle, wrestling matches with Kurt Angle. Now, there's not many people that can make Kurt Angle look bad. Brock Lesnar wrestled circles around Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle wrestled circles around Brock Lesnar. Now, my friends, that was chemistry. Tell me how many pure wrestling matches you've seen that involve Kurt Angle getting completely owned by another technical wrestler. Brock Lesnar's done it. Brock Lesnar is a flawless wrestler. That's why it annoys me when Brock Lesnar comes back and he starts flaunting his UFC moves all over the shop. Give it up, Brock. You're not the UFC champion anymore, and we want Brock Lesnar, the wrestler. I do not want Brock Lesnar, the fighter. I want Brock Lesnar, the wrestler. Because, quite frankly, Triple H is so underrated. Of course, he's a multiple-time World Heavyweight Champion, WWE Champion. He's had an epic career. Now, to say Triple H is underrated is probably a little bit crazy, but what I'm talking about is his in-ring skills. Triple H is always remembered for his runs as champion. He's never really remembered for his in-ring work, which is crazy to say considering the amount of sheer brilliant matches Triple H has had throughout his illustrious career over the past 10, 15, 20 years. Triple H is one of the best all-round wrestlers in the history of professional wrestling. The same can and would be said for Brock Lesnar if he had one huge run as a wrestler, 2013, 2014. Give us the Brock Lesnar of old. If the WWE is going to put Triple H's career on the line and Triple H loses, I would hate Triple H to lose his career at the hands of Brock Lesnar in a UFC style battle. If it's anything like their SummerSlam match, it's going to suck, in my opinion. We need the Triple H of old. We need the Triple H who had epic wars against the likes of Shawn Michaels, and of course last year and the year before against The Undertaker. The matches with The Undertaker are some of my favourite of all time. The matches with Shawn Michaels are some of my favourite of all time. Just exactly the same as Brock Lesnar's matches with The Undertaker. Brock Lesnar's matches with Kurt Angle are some of my favourite of all time. This should be a dream match. Last year at SummerSlam it wasn't. I for one am going to forget that ever happened, and I want this to be the first ever encounter between Brock Lesnar and Triple H in a pure straight wrestling match. By all means, my friends, let's have some blood, let's have some brutal ground and pound, but let's also have the wrestling. Brock Lesnar's a flawless wrestler, Triple H is a flawless wrestler. This should be a dream come true. Brock needs to get rid of the whole UFC mindset, get rid of the fighting gimmick, get some wrestling gear. Triple H, we need the Triple H of old. Sure, he's cut his hair, but whatever. He's still going to be flawless in the ring. Brock Lesnar should still be flawless in the ring. This should be a dream come true, my friends. Let's hope that match last SummerSlam was purposely terrible. Triple H's career was winding down. He's putting his career on the line against Brock Lesnar. If Triple H is destined to be retired at the hands of Brock Lesnar, let's go out with one hell of a bang. Let's have one more huge wrestling match for the game against the next big thing, because I think Brock Lesnar could be the next big thing once again. He's got one more WWE Championship reign in him if he can become a wrestler, and if of course he swallows his pride and signs on full time, because quite frankly I'm a bit annoyed that Brock Lesnar comes in and he gets everything thrown at him, even though he appears 4 or 5 times a year, whereas guys like Dolph Ziggler and Daniel Bryan are working their asses off every single week. And where are they? What's Dolph Ziggler doing? Jobbing every week. He's got his World Championship shot. Jack Swagger gets a DUI for possession of marijuana, and what? He's in a main event versus Alberto Del Rio at WrestleMania 29 for the World Heavyweight Championship that he will probably win, whereas Dolph Ziggler's done nothing of the sort and he's been punished. Who else have we got, my friends, that's as good as Dolph Ziggler in the ring today? Yeah, that's for another discussion. This time around, I want Brock Lesnar vs Triple H to be something special, to be something memorable, because quite frankly, this has the potential to be an absolute WrestleMania classic and an instant show stealer. The level of talent in the ring at one time when Triple H and Brock Lesnar stand opposite each other is immense. It's unheard of, and it's been unheard of for a long, long time. So this has the potential. Let's just hope that it doesn't go to a ground and pound UFC style brawl for all. We want a wrestling match. We want the Brock Lesnar of old. We want the Triple H of old. Just for one night. Give us the old school for one night. We want this to be a pure straight wrestling match with everything on the line. And of course, Triple H has laid down the gauntlet. He's putting his career on the line against Brock Lesnar. Now, if Triple H is set to retire, then I want this to be a flawless match. I want Brock Lesnar to whip out his old wrestling style, and I want Triple H to do the same. If Brock Lesnar is set to become the next big thing once again in 2013, there is no better way to signify your dominance and your flawless in-ring prowess than against Triple H. If Brock Lesnar signs on full-time, this is the way to get it done. This is the way to hint at it. This is the way to bring Brock Lesnar back full-time to the WWE Championship picture by retiring Triple H. Now, I'm a huge Triple H fan, as you guys know. I do not want to see the game retire, but equally, I do not want Brock Lesnar to look weak. This could be a huge match, my friends, and I'm very excited for this one. But I'm torn about who I want to win, and I think If Triple H retires and Brock wins and looks strong, it's brilliant. If Triple H wins, Brock looks weak, but we still get Triple H's career. It's a win-win match. Let's just hope it's a flawless match of old. As always, my friends, thumbs up, subscribe, and enjoy.